Library information research. Now, we have in our modules for module, I believe it's module 6, but I could be wrong. It could be module 7. We're going to find out really soon. I'm thinking it must be module 5. My bad, folks. Let me get to it. Module 5. Yes. English 111 video tutorials. This is all library tutorials here. If you have not had a chance to look at it, there is a lot of useful information. This came from and was made by the librarians for like the purpose of our class, English 111, and all the learning objectives we have. So they and they have little quizzes. They're not going to count against your grade. But it discusses scholarly versus popular articles. There's also like transcripts of it. So depending on the type of learner you are or where you are when you're wanting to look through this, it is going to be really helpful for essay number 2 and then essay number 3. But I also want to show you, like, it goes through all of this, but I want to show you a few things from that I teach all of my students. So in your page, when you're in Canvas, hit Library Services. And that takes us to our library. So even if you don't ever want to leave the comfort of your own home, and really who does when it's 140 degrees outside, you can have the access to the library from here. So every single time it's going to pop up, Reynolds Libraries, do you need help? Please, you ask them questions. Ask them, like, if you're stuck and you don't want to go through and listen to my voice, the lovely melody that it is, every single time that you're thinking about this paper, ask them. Say, I'm wanting to do my essay number 3. They might not know what that means, but I want to do this for English 111 on this topic. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking for sources. Can you help me? They know how to help. This is mainly a bot sometimes. So if you're awake and doing this at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I know some of our sleep schedules are a little wonky. This will still pop up. So right now I say no thanks because I don't need them at the moment, but anytime you need them, ask. So I'm going to zoom in here. Okay. The top, you could be searching for books, ebooks, articles, videos, textbook reserves, journal finders, and please don't judge about how dirty my computer screen is. I will wash it before the next video. Here's my favorite though. Quick links. Quick links always, like in any website, is going to be some of the most popular, the most beneficial stuff. So academic search complete, opposing viewpoints, and citing sources. 1, 2, and 3 are the top things that you could be looking for. So let me click on Academic Search Complete. It's going to take a second, and then you're going to get this lovely, funky looking page. This is EBSCOhost. So if you looked at the video for Annotated Bibliography, you hear that I could be looking for something about EBSCOhost. And Academic Search Complete, long and short of it, like I'm going to hopefully be succinct, is it has every single journal that Reynolds has like access to, and you can search them all. And they're really neat, cool types of ways to be searching. There's some really high like algorithms that you can use to do it, but you could also just look at a Google search term. So we're looking at problems. So if I want to do, like, say, fast fashion. Oh, look, they're pulling it up already. So fast fashion. I want to search this, but here's a couple things I also want you to make sure you're clicking when you're searching it. Full text, because you don't want just an abstract of the article. That's not going to help you with your paper. You need the full article. And since you need at least one peer-reviewed source for your annotated bibliography and for essay number 3, you should, at some point in all your searching, click peer-reviewed. Okay, so then I go back up and I'll hit search. Let's see what it gives me. Gives me out of 116. And you can just see, like, it tells you it's an academic journal. When it says academic journal, that means it's peer-reviewed. That means it's 100% credible, scholarly. Like, this is the cream of the crop of research. So you're just going to be wanting to read over at least their summary, look and see it, like, make sure you're saving the links or the PDF, and that you have it. Like, maybe you only want it, maybe you want to look at the years that it was published in. Like, this first one says summer 2023. That's pretty recent. Maybe it matters, like, you're looking at different countries and how they handle this. So you need to use your critical thinking skills to be able to scroll through these and determine what is best for you, about sources, what is supporting your thesis, to discuss the problem and solutions. But, like, you need at least one peer-reviewed, and you can easily find it here. But if EBSCOhost doesn't float your boat, if you're striking out, first, also contact me, contact the librarians. We are here to help. But if I'm looking back in my quick links, opposing viewpoints, this one has so many and, like, cool things in it. So here, like, you can see that they just start having, say, browse issues. Let me see. They usually have a section. Oh, here it is. Browse all 484 issues. So if you know exactly what you're already looking for, search for it. But if you don't, look through this really long list. And so I know a few of us are doing issues with, like, social media. So I'm just going to click on fake news and social media here. It gives you an overview. We're not going to cite the overview. But if you're looking for your peer-reviewed journal, look in academic journals here. They have 108 articles. If you're looking for just any of your sources, you could be looking at the featured viewpoints or academic journal, or you could be looking at the viewpoints. Like, some of these, they'll link to the New York Times. They'll link to Gale Opposing Viewpoints online collection. They'll have sometimes some videos, some infographics, and those are credible sources. Stuff here is a credible source. So use it, and you're gonna be, like, sometimes I go down a rabbit hole on all of these topics because I'm learning just so much, and I love all the different topics you guys pick for your papers because it's a different perspective, and I learn so much about all these different issues that we have in our world. And I'm better equipped to talk about them with my future classes. So I love what you've picked as your topics, and I can't wait to see what you do. But Gale in context, how we get there again is library services. We're in the quick links. You could do academic search complete for the EBSCOhost. You can do opposing viewpoints. And then if you're really wanting to see more information about citing sources, look here. But that's my brief overview of how we find really good, credible, and also peer-reviewed articles for our essay number 2 and number 3 in the annotated bibliography. Reach out if you have any questions.